James Mathers for the Digital Cinema Society at NAB 2026. I'm here with my buddy Michael Bulbenko at the Fujifilm booth, and he's going to show us the new ETERNA. Now, last year this was under glass, but this year they're in the wild, and I understand that they're also IMAX approved.
James, so good to see you again. Thank you for coming. Yeah, exactly. This was just non-working. Now, not only do we have one, but there's 4 here. And they're actually all over the show floor. There's various vendors have asked to have them positioned in their booths. So one of the things about this camera still, again, the unique selling point is it's got a unique 4:3 aspect ratio sensor. That's 33 by 44, so it's bigger than full frame. And it's taller than Arri 65. So it's something nobody else is doing. Which gives you creative opportunities, right? So you can see on the screen here that 1:3 aspect ratio. Very friendly for vertical video because it's easy to crop out a vertical that way. But it's also very friendly for anamorphic. So we have a body here dedicated to lens swaps, and we've been popping on all kinds of interesting anamorphics because that 133 goes to 266 and 240 and 2:1 with all the common lenses that are out there.
I heard a rumor that these are shooting IMAX now.
Yes, actually, amazingly enough, in the first month that the camera was out in the wild, IMAX told us that they had approved it. So it is approved for digitally approved for IMAX. Yep.
Seems perfect with the giant sensor.
Yeah, I think it wasn't just about that, honestly. There is those last 4 letters of our company name, Film. It's not just marketing BS. We are the only camera manufacturer that has a film legacy. And the magic that's in here, what comes out the back end is absolutely beautiful, beautiful, log files that cut very well with other people. The noise characteristics are fantastic. Every post house we've been to all say the noise is just really beautiful, filmic. It's mostly salt and pepper like. There's like no color noise in it. It's dual native 800 and 3200. But then we also have these internal film simulations, which is something that we develop for our still cameras. But it's amazing how many people coming into the booth here want to hear about the film sims. So you can either use them internally and record Rec 709 with a baked-in film sim look if you want to make that commitment, or you can go ahead and do the log and download film sim LUTs off of our website and apply them on the back end.
So what resolutions does it shoot? 8K, 4K?
So the camera is capable of 8K, but the 8K mode on this is always windowed down. It's a proprietary image crop that's larger than Super 35, a little bit smaller than full frame. But the 8K mode is always in that, but it is a true pixel to pixel 8K. So nominally this is a 4K camera. So like in Open Gate, where this is where people get confused, why is Open Gate not 8K? But this is a 100 megapixel sensor. So the Open Gate is a tall UHD. It's 3840 by 2880. Once I get out of Open Gate, then we have more resolution options available. We have like 4.6Ks, we have like a 5K, we have a 6K. So there's different aspect ratios that you can record in and different resolutions you can record in as well. So one thing we couldn't show last year because it wasn't our, is it has an internal ND. That's really, really nice. And the top handle that comes with it, part of that knob that does the fizz work for the lens, also can do the ND. So I can pop it in and you can see that's in, so it starts at 2 stops. So there it is at 2 stops. And then right here on the wheel, I can dial it in and out. It's continuously variable from 2 to 7 stops, and it's just seamless. And there's no weird cross-hatching polarization effects on it either. So,
well, that's a really giant sensor. You had to make a lens that would cover it.
Right, so it's kind of interesting here at the show. We actually have a stand that holds a bunch of third-party glass because we've been showing people how many lenses are now coming on the market developed especially for large sensor. Large sensor now is like the new thing, right? So that lens, again, was non-working last year. So this lens was built for the GFX system, right? So it is what is called the G mount. So the body on the camera is a native G mount. That way you can use the like 13 or 15 GF lenses that we make for our still cameras on here for autofocus. This is a power zoom, so it's internal servo zooms. And it was developed to be particularly for the GFX ETERNA 55 for run-and-gun situations, for commercial production, indie music video, low-budget cinema, that kind of stuff. It's a 3290 T3.5, no ramping, and it can do autofocus. But again, the cool thing is that you can zoom it off the top handle, you can zoom it off of one of the knobs, you can actually do focus and iris from here as well. But yeah, so we developed that in particular, and I should say this is the first of 3. We have a wider one that's actually coming later this year, and then next year there will be a longer one. So, but I'll take it off, and it's remarkably lightweight.
He doesn't lie. It's really doesn't weigh anything.
It looks like about as heavy as one of our Premista lenses, but it's only 2 kilos. And it's $6,000. Yeah.
So how about control? You were telling me about some new wireless control?
So yeah. So, you know, we've got the standard way of operating with it. The camera does have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in. We do actually have an app coming, maybe middle of the year. We haven't quite seen the build for it, but it is on its way. And that will be able to not only control the lens, but control the camera. But we do have, there's Ethernet, so through the Wi-Fi, but there's also an actual Ethernet port on the back of the camera. And so we have a GUI that you can log into the camera by way of IP address, that you can fully remote control the camera off of an iPad or a laptop or anything. But we're taking advantage of a company, it's over here, that they make a product called the Bitbox. And we are able to get into the Ethernet port by way of a 900 megahertz signal. So we're not getting hammered by all the traditional horrors that people encounter here in the LV Convention Center. So we're completely outside of that spectrum. But we can run this is our IP GUI, but it's running here, and we can be like 100 feet away and operate this by way of the Bitbox. It's a really cool product. So it's not something we make, but we're in love with it. So
very eager to try this camera.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a great tool. There's a lot of people, a lot of interest on it. So it's available for rental all around the country. And like I said, there are projects that are using it. Major motion pictures are using it right now.
Well, it's all really impressive. Thank you so much, Michael.
James, if we can impress you, then that's a win.
Okay. I just want to try it soon.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah.